Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of the Hard Facts. Today with us we have Leacherous, also known as Leach, also known as James Leach. Whoever knows that first name.
Hi, guys.
Introduce yourself.
My name is James Leach, as you just stated. I've gone by Leach since I was 15. I'm currently 36, so met you bunch of guys when I started playing Magic. So
that's what's up. So, you know what we're about. This is our third week doing this now. We've done Chris, we've done Mike. So, the whole point of this is to get to the hard facts, to get to know you as a member of the Side Questers and a member of the Horde, and to get you out there on Twitch and so people can relate to you and start your own following.
Okay.
So, we're going to start with some basic, simple questions. Why did you join the Side Questers? Before you start, just remember, chat, that we are accepting any and all questions. There are 4 pictures available. First one's free. Anything after that, it's 100 bits. Unlocks a picture. So, let's get on it. Now, as you were saying, why did you join the Side Questers?
Well, it was approached to me by yourself and Brew2. We had previously played D&D together, and Brew2 approached me asking me if I wanted to join a D&D stream and possibly, get together and play every other weekend and have fun. And I was instantly game. Like, I love the game, like hanging out with you guys, and it just sounded like it'd be an interesting way to spend weekends.
And how's it gone so far for you?
So far, it's been very well. I wish I had the work schedule that I could participate more often. However, that's just not where life is at right now. So,
okay. So, question I've kind of asked everybody: what is your favorite game and why?
My favorite game of all time is one that I can always keep going back to and playing. It's one of Peter Molyneux's original games, Dungeon Keeper.
Okay.
I love playing it from the aspect of you're the bad guy. It gives you a whole nother view that most twists on video games don't give you nowadays. Everything now is straight cut and simple. There's no intrigue. It's just similar plot point after similar plot point. You've been there, seen it. Whereas Dungeon Keeper, when it came out, was very original, had a new take on the genre, and is overall just a really fun game.
Okay, well, we're going to take a second to acknowledge our chat and say thanks to everybody for stopping by. Wanna Kill Him, Caliban, Brew2, Mike's in here.
Hi, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yes. So, remember, open up questions to chat, fire away. Let's get to the real details here, but I'm going to come up one with a little bit more heat. What is your favorite thing about the Side Questers? If you could label one thing.
My favorite thing about the Side Questers. I would have to say my favorite thing is the unpredictability. Every time we get together, something new and weird is going to happen, and you can never tell what's going to go on.
Give me a second, I have to handle an issue.
Okay.
Dom, you ain't been streaming all week. I ain't going to even go there with you. Get a PS4. To continue. I love you. Sam, hi Sam. So, now that the weird and wackiness, what do you think can be improved?
I think our schedule could definitely be improved. I think we need to work on that, get things hammered down. Honestly, it's just about building the brand now, though.
Yeah, honestly.
So, I mean,
for sure.
I think that's the one thing we really need to improve upon is just trying to build the brand. Get out there, get more exposure. So, I think the Ren Fair would be the perfect time to go out and get more exposure that you guys are going to attend this weekend.
Yes.
So,
for those that didn't know, Side Questers goes to the Ren Fair. Watch our Instagram, watch all of our personal social medias. You will see things that you wish you could see in person.
I mean, I miss the tavern witches.
Dom, I'm not getting into this with you right now. You broke my heart. Okay. So let's open it up right now to some questions from the chat.
AJ, I actually had a green jacket that goes with this outfit and a green tie. However, with our studio, I cannot wear green. It's very reminiscent of the Joker if I could actually wear it. So,
Caliban asked, what's the most important thing about gaming to you?
the most important thing about gaming, I love the escapism of it. Being able to become someone else and live a fantastic adventure instead of having to survive in the mundane world. Like, games with this plot line that just pull you in and you can't put them down.
Yeah.
I love it.
I get that way sometimes. It's a way to just shut everything else off and enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
Makes sense. So, going on, we've asked this question to everybody. What is your favorite alcoholic drink? Drink of choice.
My drink of choice, it really depends on what type of mood I'm in. When I go out with my friends, it's usually an Irish car bomb. However, when I'm just trying to relax, it's usually Captain Morgan. So,
okay.
There, you know.
Another question coming in from chat. This one comes from Wanna Kill Him. Was there a game in particular that influenced your current character?
Not really. Fulcar was...
R.I.P. by the way.
It was based on a little bit of me. Where how would I handle certain situations had I grown in tragedy, and he's kind of a troll. Like, he does whatever he wants just because it's hilarious to him.
Yes.
So
Brutu brings up a good point. He's dead. He's in the past now. We should move on from this. This loss that caught me off guard at the end of last session.
Yes. It also caught me off guard. It was not something that was really pre-planned. So I had to I had a little side discussion with the DM and kind of let him know what I was thinking throughout the session, and we kind of just rolled with it.
So, Masterdom, do you have a question you'd like to ask Leach? But in the meantime, so if you had to cosplay as one thing, what do you think it would be today?
That's a very hard question, because a guy my size, there's not a whole lot of options for cosplaying. I really
agree.
have to.
I'm a plus size man. Fat Thor or nothing right now.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the I think that's going to be the go-to Halloween costume for guys like us this year.
Yeah,
is the Fat Thor, Dad Bod Thor, whatever you want to call it. Cosplaying is not built for guys our size, but I have, in the past, tried to cosplay different things. I've gone to cons before dressed as the Riddler and Scarecrow and other things like that. So
okay. Oh, 2 questions coming in from chat. One from Brutu. How long have you been playing Magic the Gathering, and what got you started?
I started in '97. I was in the scouting program, and on an overnight stay, one of the other scouts had brought their Magic cards and taught me how to play. Now, he taught me how to play fast Magic, which is you get to play all your lands all at once and draw up to 7 cards at the end of your turn, and it was ridiculously fun. And then when I got into high school, I actually learned the proper rules and fell in love with the game all over as a strategy game. So it was all thanks to my buddy Steven. So,
well, thanks, Steven, a loyal customer at the Odd Box. If you ever need any video games, go to the Odd Box. Okay, 2 more questions came in from chat. Actually 3. What's your favorite anime? What would you do for a Klondike bar? And do you actually like Keldon Winder? I think he meant Windsor, but I'm not sure.
Favorite anime? That is a tough one, because there are a lot of good anime with only 1 season. I'd have to say right now I'm really enjoying 2 of them currently. I'm really enjoying 7 Deadly Sins.
It's been pretty good.
It has been, and I don't know if you've been reading it along with the manga. but the direction they're taking it is awesome.
You act like I read.
True.
I literally had Teal Dragon read me my book for college the other day.
True, but it's mostly pictures. You should be able to follow along.
I should.
And I've also been enjoying My Hero Academia. So
I love that show.
it is awesome. I'm loving it. So
more questions came in. Teal Dragon asked, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
several times.
Haven't we all?
It's not something I prefer to remember and reminisce about, but...
And then Masterdom comes in. Would you prefer to play more games where you can play as the quote-unquote bad guy?
Absolutely. That is one of my favorite archetypes. Like, I just love that perception of being the bad guy.
Part of me wants to play in an evil D&D campaign just so I can play a Death Knight.
Yeah, I love the Oathbreaker Paladins.
Yes.
They're badass. So, but yeah, being the bad guy is always more fun.
So going back to what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I'd spend $1.25.
$1.20. About $3.50. Bruce says evil D&D campaign inbound. Okay, so at this point we're going to go ahead and move into our first picture of the night. As always, as you've seen before, I'm going to post the picture so chat can see it. I'm going to show you the picture, and I'd like you to the best of your ability, tell me where you were in that moment.
Okay.
And then chat's going to ask you questions about the picture as well. Chat, are you ready?
Sounds good.
Let's see him. Okay. Let's start with this one. Okay. Show them what you got, chat.
Okay, so what that is, there was a costume contest because it was the October release of the Innistrad set
time
of
ago.
Magic the Gathering. And my friend Kim decided to dress as Chandra. I had another friend that decided to dress as Lily, and I decided to dress as Jace, which are all planeswalkers from the Magic Gathering universe. So we all got together at the shop for the pre-release, all dressed in character.
That's awesome. Brutu makes a comment. That's a lawful good boner you got going on there.
So, yeah, that is my friend Kim. She still does cosplay from time to time, so...
We should get her on the side questers.
Could probably talk her into it. She lives up over in Columbus now, so...
So, I got a question about... What are them shoes you got on in that? Like, not boots. They look shiny, but they also look like a pair of Vans.
I believe they were just a pair of dress shoes, but I'm not positive. Actually, that might be a pair of Vans. I can't really tell.
Brutu's like, what are those?
So, yeah, I was big into skater shoes for a while just because they're comfortable on my feet.
Would you say that you were a skater boy and they could see you later boy?
Yes, absolutely.
Because they weren't good enough for you?
Fun fact about that song, I actually was a member of a club that got to preview music.
Yeah.
I got to hear that song before anyone else did and give my opinions on it before it was released. So...
Something I never thought I'd hear. I got to listen to Skater Boy before everybody else.
Right? So...
Chat, do you have any questions about this picture? If not, we can go back to asking him other questions, and you guys can see my beautiful face again.
Keep asking questions, guys.
That grin. Rutu wants to know, how did Jace get so sexy?
He got swole on Innistrad.
I don't know, his World Wake version's pretty,
I
Pretty swole.
I don't know. Did you see the Innistrad version? Or not Innistrad, Ixalan version?
Yeah.
He got swole on Ixalan.
He lost his cloak, cut off sleeves.
He was like Buff Daddy.
So I think we're going to move on from this picture and go back to asking some more important details. Do you think, where do you see the side questers being in a year from today?
Hopefully within a year from now we have reached partner status, and we'll continue to bring our unique style of D&D to the masses. And I really love when we get together and play other games as well, just to highlight us as a group and how much fun we have. You know, I wish that we could include more people in some of our games, because it's a great time to just sit here and game with friends and have the audience participation that we do.
Much like myself, I prefer to do the hard facts and the board games, but I enjoy D&D.
Mm-hmm.
But I would much rather prefer to play the other things. But question coming in from Teal Dragon: do you enjoy music then, and what genres?
I love music genres, all of them except for pretty much new country and rap. There's always at least one song going through my head at any given time from different genres. I grew up listening to the golden 60s, classical, and all the way up to where the town that I'm from, there's only one radio station that comes in clearly, and it was country. So I grew up in 90s country, and
the golden age.
Yeah, and what you hear now is just
garbage.
Terrible.
It's pop mixed with...
But my favorite genre, I love alternative and pop punk. That is, like, I will forever be a fan. Maybe you can see the tie. It has Fall Out Boy on it. They're one of my favorite bands.
Yes, and didn't we went and saw Tenacious D together about a year ago?
Yeah, that was last November.
Yeah, a little bit. He calls me on a Monday. Hey, are you free this weekend? Yeah. I got a ticket to Tenacious D. And I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Jack Black. He's hilarious.
So you would say you've been a fan of the D?
Absolutely. And actually, Kyle Gass has his Kyle Gass Band project coming to the basement next week, I think.
No, sorry, side questions. We got somewhere to go. No. Brutu wants to know of your opinions on Twitch Sings.
I love Twitch Sings. It is one of the greatest things that I think they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke from your own living room online. Now, obviously, we're not as skilled as some people, but it is still such a fun time to get on and sing.
Like, basically, last time, it was basically just a party at my place, and whoever wanted to sing could sing. It was a good time. Everybody was relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that.
And even when we weren't, even after we ended the stream, we still hung around, had a good time. Some of us still sang. So,
yeah.
Like, even as a non-streaming platform, Twitch Sings is a great experience.
Yes.
So.
I'd like to see us get more into some of that Jackbox stuff we were doing there for a little bit. That was fun. But at the same time, I see where it is a very cutthroat, small, limited amount of people.
Yeah. It'd be great if they'd open up the amount of people you could have playing that.
Yes.
Because it was great to get the audience participation where we put that code online and anybody could jump in and play with us.
I think we're going to have to relapse to that. And Dom, a once wise man said, if you were good at something, never do it for free. So, I have a more, I wouldn't say personal, but more of a question that would lead to the personal. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I've had a 5-year plan for the last 5 years, and just like the Browns sporting team, it keeps changing every year.
You got to roll with the punches sometimes.
Pretty much. Eventually, I would actually like to own my own gaming store, like our sponsor, The Oddbox, does. Mm-hmm. I really love the atmosphere of it, and it's something that I've wanted to do for the last 10 to 15 years. But starting out fresh and new is always a challenge. And life always throws you curveballs. So
I have trouble with the curve sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to open it back up to chat. Chat, let's ask them some more questions. Let's see what we got here. Or you can pay some biddies and we can get some more pictures. There's some good ones.
There are some definitely good pictures coming out. So he scoured my Facebook profile and definitely picked some winners. So
Dom, that's not a question right now. How do I feel, or how does Leach feel about Dom driving an hour to come do Twitch things with us someday?
If Dom's willing to drive the hour, bring your butt down here. I'll tell you, Dom, I drive about 40 minutes to get here, so.
I think it would be a fantastic time if he, I don't know if that would be considered him going live then, When you get in a routine with somebody and they just don't show up anymore, it leaves the heartbreaking deceit. But to get back on track.
Are you sure that you're not dating? Because it sounds like you're a bit jealous.
Well, you see, no comment. I'll be waiting, Dom. Just like I've been waiting for you for 3 months to get a PS4.
Dom, you better take care of him. He's turning a little bit blue over here.
Yeah, right in the balls. Want to kill him. Cheers, 100 bits. Time to go get a picture.
Thanks, Amanda.
She says, bring them pics. Dom, if you want in on an evil D&D campaign, you gotta show up. This one because Amanda chose it.
Alright, that is a picture that was taken while I was asleep. I was passed out. One of my very, very closest friends, Emily, was dating one of my best friends, John Michael, at the time, and we all used to hang out together, and she lived about 5 minutes from where I worked, so a lot of times I'd just go over there, crash for the night, get up and go to work. And Emily is an animal lover. She currently has a farm with like 7 goats and 3 dogs and 9 cats and chickens, and
she's a farmer at this point, not an animal lover.
But this was back when she just had dogs and cats. I fell asleep, and that is my friend John Michael's old cat, Poe. And Poe was just the orneriest cat I've ever seen. He loved to run around, and like you would go up to him and start to pet him, and he would take off like a bullet train. Like he just was like, it was all a game to him. So to see him sleeping next to me, they couldn't like not take the picture when he was like that.
Okay. Brutu asked, what does it feel like to have a cat paw in your nose?
I wish I knew. Like I said, I was asleep during that picture. So I cannot tell you what it felt like or anything. But yeah, I do miss that cat. He was a great cat. So.
Dom says it looks pretty comfy. Amanda wants to know, how old were you in that picture?
Oh, I was probably around 26, maybe 27. So.
Just a wee lad.
Yep, just a wee lad.
Anybody else have any more questions about this adorable little fluff ball? I'm talking about Leach, not the cat.
Yeah, I've always been a dog person. For some reason, cats love me. Look at your cat, Ephraim, as example.
My cat's a whore.
Your cat is a whore, but he still loves me.
Yes.
He loves me more than most of the other people in the room.
Except for me, and I don't know why. Probably because I feed him.
Probably.
He's a chunkus. Leach is a nice lady. He's so pretty. Lunch meat stealing motherfucker. So, when it's my turn to be interviewed for the hard facts, make sure you remember to ask about Ephraim. Guys, my cat's not on parole right now. Leave him alone. We're here for the hard facts about Leach. Let's get it going. I don't know. I believe that with what we're doing with the side questers and the way as gaming is going as a whole, I believe we have the opportunities and the makings to make something great and special.
I think the potential is definitely there. Definitely there. Like I said, I just think we need to get out there, expand the brand. Because really that's...
put in the footwork.
Yeah, that's really what we have to do right now. We've gotten affiliate off of the back of Brew2. No, not meaning any disrespect to anyone, but it was really Brew2 that put in most of the work to get us to affiliate. And now I think we need to each pick up our piece and get out there and brand. We need to start engaging in social media more than the day before.
Yeah.
These are things that we know we need to do. It's just actually doing them is the,
Teal Dragon would like... Well, first, Brew2 asks how long you've been playing WoW. And then he says, we're doing great on content, just got to get our name out there. Mike asks, do you have any pets? And then Ashley asks, is that the longest you've ever had your beard?
Okay. Let's start with WoW. I started in 2004 when the game was released. I was in college. Have been playing
everybody
since
knows
vanilla.
I was in 4th grade in 2004.
Yeah. I've been playing since vanilla. I played hardcore up until Cataclysm. When Cataclysm came out, the game changed too much. Too many of the variables became least common denominator. There was not as much skill-intensive play anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of fell off the wagon. I bought each expansion and played for about a month just to see the new content, but I never really kept up with it as much. What was the next question? Do you have pets?
Yes.
Currently, I do not have any pets. In the past, I have had 2 dogs. Me and my roommate at one point in time had a snake, and I used to have a tarantula. So I've always been into more exotic animals.
He's got expensive taste.
Yes, I do.
So, moving on. Ashley asked, what's the longest you've ever grown your beard?
The longest I've grown my beard was up until about let's see, it would have been August. I had to trim it for a job interview. Up until that point, I had about 14 months worth of growth. So
it's crazy. Brew2 asks, voice crack there, puberty. Should Sam and AJ grow beards to better fit in with the side questers?
With the changing times of side questers. If I thought AJ was capable of growing a beard, I would say yes.
I think it would grow in real beautifully patchy. And
yeah.
It would be...
As for Sam, yeah, let it flow, Sam. So,
Mike asks, any good D&D stories you would like to share with the group?
There are really just too many good D&D stories that I have as a group. Mike was there for most of them. I've always kind of played the asshole and the deterrent to the group.
Yeah.
However, one of my favorite stories I wasn't even there for, but someone else was playing my character, and we can just say the word gashunk.
Yes. Everybody knows.
If you'd like to tell that story, you might know a little bit more about it, because you were there.
We will save that for a later day.
Later day? Okay.
We are approaching the end of our time. Hey, man, you keep talking about my marble sack. I'm going to make you come down and touch it. We have 2 pictures remaining, and I will do, for a low deal of 200 bits, give you the last 2 pictures, because we are running low on time, and I'd like you guys to see these pictures. If not, I don't know. your loss. But I think this would help you guys get to know Leach to a point that I now know Leach.
Let's lower the price. 100 bits both picks.
Yeah, 100 bits both picks. Let's do it. And thank you. The Twig and Berries have both been there. Next week, I still got Sam and AJ to get through. You calm down. A minute's like, I'll bite.
Yep, Amanda, you're going to like these picks, I think.
Okay. She's like, 100 bits. Masterdom says 200 bits. Oh no, we gotta go find more.
Yeah, and if you guys have any more questions for me, feel free to ask.
I think I'm gonna save that one for after this one. Okay. What was happening here?
That was... Before there was Twitch Sings, there was a little game called Rock Band.
Yes, Rock Band.
And we used to get together with a group of friends. We had all the instruments and everything. And we would play Rock Band and drink all night.
I used to do that all the time while I was in the Army. Friday night, we'd get in there about 8 o'clock, and we'd go till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning until the cops showed up.
I was probably 22 when this picture was taken. 22, maybe 23.
I don't know if you guys in the chat can see that beautiful little goatee thing he's got going on.
This was the same week that I had gotten my lip pierced. Unfortunately, I only had my lip pierced for 2 weeks because when I had to take it out for work, it had healed closed. But after Rock Band, we all went and we just crashed in one bed and hung out and just,
according to Brew 2, that looks like an after-orgy sleepover.
I mean, no comment. No comment. Let's just say Rock Band and alcohol were involved, and that's all I'll say about that picture.
And it turned into a good time for everybody. So, now that we've seen this beautiful portion of Leach's life, I see marker.
Yes, she drew X's over her eyes when we were out to Steak and Shake. And I'm pretty sure we all just went and laid down and just kind of crashed all at the same time. I'm not sure. She's dead, Jim.
She's dead, Jim. And with that, we're going to move on to Amanda's second picture.
So.
Do. Can you please, for the love of Jesus, explain to me why the hell you are holding that size nope rope? Because I want to shotgun the picture. I'm not afraid of snakes.
Well, like I said, I used to have a pet snake when I lived with my roommate, and when I went up to Youngstown, I went to a public park with a group of friends, and we were playing ball, and there was a guy there who had pet snakes. And he was letting them out into the park so they could get some sun and move around in the yard and grass and play. And, we went up and talked to him, and we're talking, and he's like, yeah, you can, pet them and pick them up and play with them if you want. And I was all over it. I think I had 3 different snakes in that picture.
Looks like it.
And, at one point in time, I was afraid of snakes as well. Because I grew up in the country where you don't mess with snakes. They're,
they will hurt you.
Yeah, you get rattlesnakes and copperheads and all that. And these were some pythons that, I got over my fear, and, as you can see, they're just awesome pets to have.
I don't know, this little light-skinned one, scaled one.
Yeah.
He looked like he about ready to get some booty. Like Skiddly Scoot, come here, big girl.
Yeah,
like he's the baller from down the street, sitting out on his porch looking to get some booty.
Yeah,
that's what he looks like he's trying to do right now.
Well, snakes have this really interesting olfactory sense. They actually like to, when you're holding them, they'll come up right up to your neck, and that's where they'll smell you. They'll smell you right around your neck, and that's how they'll recognize you, is by your smell.
Did you know in the case of Mastodon, it would smell like ballsack?
So, but yeah, I was just hanging out, chilling with snakes. So it was a great day out in the park that day.
Okay. I need you to talk to chat for a moment while I go find your last picture.
Okay.
For Paper Dom.
Yes, cuddle noodles. Yes, Master Dom. They are great pets. Like if I had the space for one, I would actually get another one now. So, like, I love them. Those and tarantulas. Tarantulas, if you take care of a tarantula, you can have it for 50 years. They have that long of a lifespan. So. So, yeah, it was a great day out then. Like, I wish I could, play with snakes again. So.
Phrasing. Please. Okay, chat. Stand by. Hottest mixtape. Rock band or Guitar Hero was asked.
Honestly, depending on track listing, Guitar Hero 2 was one of my favorites. Partially because I've met a lot of the bands from that soundtrack. There's one group called the X's. They have a song on Guitar Hero 2. They're not really that big of a band, but they, performed as the opener for a group, and I got my picture taken with Scott, the lead singer. And, it's great to have I love going to concerts a lot just for the musical experience.
Okay, I need you to explain to me why does this look like you're about to drop the hottest mixtape of 2019? With guns, and everybody's blacked out, minus your boy who didn't get the memo.
Yeah, this was our zombie hunting outing. We went to, I guess you'd call it a haunted house, where they gave you guns, and you actually got to shoot the zombies. It was kind of like laser pointer style, laser tag style zombies. But if you didn't hit the head, the zombies would keep coming at you. And you had to go through this haunted house, and there were 4 different areas. It was a fun experience. And that is the group that we had gathered to go with us. So that is my friend Eric on the left with the orange. He is currently a bodybuilder, goes to the Arnold Challenge and everything. So he likes to stand out. Then you have Hank and his wife Kristen. Dan is all the way to the right. Well, I guess it'd be your left. No, that's Eric. Hank, Kristen. That guy's name is Jimmy. I can't remember. That's Dan. In the back you have Matt, me, and I can't see who's behind me. I can't really make it out.
Well, so chat's got a couple statements about this picture they'd like you to hear. Is that your best 5-Finger Death Punch album cover? Master Dom yells Wolverines. Amanda wants to remind you of excellent all-around trigger finger discipline.
Yep. Only put your finger on the trigger if you're ready to pull it.
Master Dom says it's Red Dawn.
Yeah, pretty much. We were all a bunch of paintballers that got to go and shoot zombies. Brutu, you are not wrong. There are quite a few Trump supporters in that picture. So with these beautiful images, I hope you guys have a better understanding of who Leach is, what he contributes to the side questers, and that he is an all-around approachable guy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not approachable, that's a lie.
I tried to give you some flattery. Okay. And on that note, we are going to raid out. I'm going to need somebody to find me somebody to raid out into. And expect to find us on YouTube somewhere. And Master Dom, I expect to see you tonight. Mute.